All the, Kingston Memorial Day Committee to order at 6:34 on May 21st. So present is John Bartlett, Chairman.
Ron Hamlin. Ian Tucker.
And Forbes. We also have the veterans agent.
Sarah Lansing.
And then
Michael
and
Eric Brown for a second.
did everyone get a second to review the meeting minutes from our last meeting? Yes. All right, any issues at all, Nancy? Right.
I think in motion, we accept the minutes as read.
All right, the second. You actually, you can't, yeah, you can't vote.
I'm not opposed.
I'm leaving. Can we get a second?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
So moving on to budget and funding. Actually, can you be on here or did you want to speak or?
Anyway, no, I was just here to see what was going on, when I need to speak, all that happy stuff, if there's anything you guys need from me at all. I'm gonna go to the ZBA meeting at 7, so I'll speak out at 5.
All right, so, moving on to budgets, did everyone get these sheets or just me? With me, okay, so, from the, carryover from last year, it was, $398.80. The sanction fund appropriation for this year is $7,000, so we've spent, for the Fisher Bucks for the trolley, $1,053, for the Taunton City Dam, $1,800, for the meat supplies, $157.54. We print today for the, sending out of our veterans notifications is $179.50. For performance food for the cookout afterwards is $1,895.09. That leaves a remaining balance of $2,313.67. We also have from the picnic account, we had a remaining carryover of $200.52. We received a donation from the Ruta family for $100, so that gives us a remaining balance right now, $300.52. Available funding so far is, as of 5/20/25, it's $2,614.19. Some of our unaccounted expenditures right now, our police details estimated anywhere around $2,500. Postage would be for $461.61, and our bagpiper will also have to pay for, and that's $250. So that will be a total of $3,211.61, and that's a little over, and that's right now budgeting for the police detail is high, so we'll see what happens when the police details come in. And we also have some other monies that come in from donations. Any questions at all? About you? So if I can pass this around for our committee members. This is for the payment for the foods, the performance food service, and that's for the $1,895.09. Did we vote to appropriate the money for the bagpiper last meeting? Or did we-
I don't think we did.
Okay, so, will someone like to make a motion for that, so that we can?
I make the motion to pay the bagpiper, $250.
Okay.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, Sarah, if you want to do up the bill schedule and just send out a meeting to us, the meetings, three of us to drop in and sign that, so we can have a check for Monday.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the same guy from last year.
Yes, Herb. His name's Herb, I don't know, but I just happened to Herb the bagpiper. He gets it done though.
Yes, yes.
I don't. You know, I think we should.
Um, So remove the parade. And then, what's that? We never really do what we probably could. I don't know. Well, we really can't. So other than the unaccounted for expenses at the bottom, so the total, going back to the total funds available of $2,614.19. Any questions as far as that, if anybody wants to see this, we need to have a motion to approve up to that point.
I mean that the financial report, I think after this thing, that can be.
Second, all right, all in favor? Okay. So. And then we went, we discussed this last meeting, but I did write it down, on paper, a little bit neater than my handwriting. Starting off with the auto guides, I did move, I looked back at some of our past parades, and we have gone back and forth with the Taunton City Band, before the veterans and after the veterans. So I did move the Taunton City Band up before police and fire, and then that way it gets the, they have a tempo for the marching, but they also, can drop out the trumpeter to be tapped at all the locations.
Right.
So if everyone's okay with that, we'll leave it like that. So we'll do the Taunton City Band, police, fire, selectmen, our walking vets, the trolley, and the roller two cars. Any of our troops, our sports groups, and that also includes like the South Singers, the marching and stuff like that. And then any other cars or vehicles that aren't the military base will follow up in the back.
You have to police that personally?
I usually do, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Right from Vineyard.
Right from Vineyard Church, we line everyone up down Hilltop Road, and then from there, as soon as we get to each, memorial, we stage that, but then when we get to certain points, Landing Road, we have to move everyone up to the open up Main Street again, and then when we get to, Main Street, we have to move everyone off of Main Street and open up Main Street again. And then those are the two main locations, and then, every street gets shut down anyway, so we're gonna have to go and that one. Yes.
What are that?
It's usually there's two people from the scouts that have that, and then is the police gonna have one or not? I have contingent in case they do. If they don't, then it's the two scouts that we.
As far as I'm aware of it, right?
You don't, okay.
Because I don't think there was a request put in.
Oh, I thought you were the, oh, okay,
I'll talk to them about that.
that's fine. All right,
As of now,
so
I'm gonna say that.
what's that?
As of now, I'm gonna say that.
That's why we have the two scouts that are always up there, because some years we have one from one of the departments or the military, some years we don't. And that's just to start to bring up the American flag, so we will have to make sure, we will do the scouts. All right, so everyone thinks this is a good order, nothing needs to change?
Well, when you're the man.
Just taking suggestions.
I sound like everybody's a big.
Oh, yeah? Anything else with the parade? Or do you think we're pretty set with that, list? It kicks off at 10, so 9:30.
Yeah.
We just have, I've gotten 18, probably RSVPs.
Yep.
We have 3 people, the way they were coming to walk. And then something through 6:35, 8 also.
Okay.
are coming, and, the Kingston Soccer Association got that happening up there, that they'll be coming.
Okay,
And then we awarded the request again to the rest of the July. Sports Association.
I got a quick question. I know that you got the reply from, like you call it, the nursing home. If they don't have their reimbursement, so they're not gonna be able to get some of their vets down here.
Yeah.
Would it be feasible or possible, what time do you get the flowers? Is the flowers you can pick up there? And come out and go back?
The travel, we didn't have a full check schedule,
I know.
for their goes, but thankfully we have, Manny again, who, responded to that request that I sent out, and he was gonna come over to the 3 o'clock.
Looks like that company that helped us out last year that had the golf cart things.
They're coming back.
They're coming back,
Okay,
yeah.
We're hoping to utilize them for some of our veterans that are gonna be at the memorial.
Good, yeah.
So I'm just gonna ask them for 2, based
I
on
think
the
that's
number of
appropriate.
writers that I have, that was adjusted before, because I know it's 2 so good.
I think so, right?
As long as it's like 6 seaters.
They are.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So 8
6 or 8,
they're
yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
You see them?
They're huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did respond to that email by answering directly and it's just, you saw it.
Yeah,
I haven't heard back from her.
and she was like a little late when I sent her emails like back and forth, that she sent me all of the us, so,
I just asked.
possibly she just has been, I saw you ask her quite a few questions,
I
so,
did.
yeah, hopefully she'll get back to us tomorrow morning,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but it'll be helpful for me to engage them.
Yeah. And especially knowing which section,
It's very good speaking.
and I'll put it on my notes for next year, if you remember.
And I've offered to start that with the prayer that I'm giving out here. And
I think the parade is pretty much wrapped up there. So moving on to the ceremony. I also have a sheet, with our order for the ceremony. Bagpipes will lead us in, playing, military service songs. I will give a welcome. I'll introduce Ben for prayer. We will have the, Star Spangled, singers sing the national anthem. What the Girl Scout troop will then step up and do the pledge of allegiance. We will do the wreath. Who would you like to lay the wreath? Any ideas? Sometimes we have the guest speaker, he's a little bit farther down. Sometimes we, pick somebody else to do it, or we just pick one of the veterans that can do the other.
I could be. And
I'm willing to do it.
Okay.
I'm not a veteran, so I mean, if you're verified that, I mean, Eagle Scout, but I know that doesn't count.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And
What do you think? I think that,
yeah, do they read the tell you too again?
no.
They don't, they just write, I just say we're laying it down for all veterans and then, yeah, do that, and it goes right into taps, and then the bagpipe will play Amazing Grace.
Strangely enough. I think the radio is talking about the radio.
I want to say it's the same one, but we don't have to do that.
So this was after the pledge, then you'll be at the podium with the wreath, or I will have the wreath.
I'll have it at the podium, and you'll be behind me, so I can. I'll let you
Okay.
go in and head down.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Now,
The only thing, the governor's proclamation,
yep,
is that on
right. Nope, I skipped right over.
here?
So. So the bagpipes, we do that, they played Amazing Grace in the past, everybody good with that? Yeah. Yeah, all right, so. We can put the proclamation right after that before we have our speaker. Did anyone reply to that, or we will?
She's gonna get me a student's name like that, so I'll send it to you. And I think you would have been copied.
Yes, yeah.
And I have a gigantic one.
And that's, yeah, it's like this.
That's what-
That's usually when we read out the end.
Yeah, so we'll, I'll bring the big one, so we can have.
And, I'll try to remind you, if you do speak to the student, if you might not, so that they can read that down to the way, they will try to read the bottom line.
Right.
Alright. And then, we'll go right into our speakers, representative of the ACRA. We'll speak next, and then, I figured you would have the Star Spangled Singers and the Grand Old Flag, and then finish up with the guest speaker, or do we want to do all the speakers and do Grand Old Flag after the speakers?
Speaker, so it's Kathy and myself.
Kathy, yourself, and then we have a brigadier general, that's, our guest speaker.
Oh, yes.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, so why don't we, I'll switch it around, I'll do all three speakers, then we'll do the Grand Old Flag, then I'll finish with the thank you, so you're welcome all back.
And I've written one that's fairly quick, I mean, like, probably a couple of minutes.
Yep.
That is what they.
That's fine, yes,
Okay.
I think, the guest speaker was aiming for like 7 to 8 minutes. So,
Okay, yeah, I don't want to be too long.
Reading of the names.
And I missed it, that's why I do this, because I miss things. Yes, so that will be before or after the proclamation,
Okay.
what do you think?
I would say after the.
After the proclamation?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I just, every time we remember there, we.
I have this last meeting.
Oh, I have a copy of all the, I think that's the name.
They're right here, yes.
Okay.
Yep. And if we could have like,
Both of them in my office.
yeah, at least 3 copies that day, because they split them up 3 beautiful ways. And then-
We have copies to take home tonight.
Yeah, you can take that.
All right.
That I
Just
would
one
want.
for somebody.
I need work.
Yeah, if you got, after the meeting, if you wanna decide who's doing what, so you know ahead of time, and then, yeah, you can practice.
Google Translate.
What did we do last time? We did World War One, I did two, and he did career in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Want to speak about that? Doesn't matter to me.
I'm just trying to look at that. I know I did World War One. I think I did the Civil War patrols. Okay. It doesn't matter to me, whatever. You want to do Civil War or you? All right, we can figure it out. Whatever, you know, I'm probably Lois and Ryan, so tell me what you want.
I'd like to announce that, Boy Scouts 249 last week did 105's, leadership, did the, all of the renewal of all the flags and everything. And yesterday, we wrapped that up, and Priscilla and Ben Gallagher, Len Warner and myself, we did the last 240 over in visit. So that's all done.
Thank you.
Great work, thank you.
I got you with historical committee last weekend, they said, who does your better than, I said, you keep it, you're really good, and they're like, "Well, they're right there." Anything else in the ceremony? Thank you for taking up those few things.
It's no usually get through.
Here, it's usually about 45 minutes for the parade. 45 minutes to an hour.
How long does it usually sound like?
Usually, it's probably about an hour because it's about 15 minutes of wrangling everyone, and it's about 45 minutes or so we give for that. Sometimes it's a little short.
I have notes from last year. We can expect the parade to arrive around 10:45.
Yes, 45 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, and then about 15 minutes to wrangle for them. So you're talking about quarter 12. Waiting for it to be out back. Yeah. One thing for the ceremony, the guest speaker, I'll talk about him in a minute. He's not gonna be able to participate in the parade, he's gonna get here about 10 o'clock. So will you be able to, Martin Swap for him, we'll go one out, and I'll let him know that, there'll be one here for him.
We should park him in the veteran's spot.
Yeah, if we can get them inside of here, like one time here, that would be good, yeah, but a lot of this is gonna be blocked off.
Yeah, they don't be able to-
That's the problem, they don't let it.
Everyone's
Even if
walking
we-
around. Yeah.
Maybe one spot in the corner if we can,
Yeah.
but something, or if not over at the highway lot, but we need to save something right around here for him to.
Okay.
Because we'll be there about 10, so people are already starting to come here and set up. Are we gonna have anything set up in here, Lee? Yes. Well, did you hear from the recruiters?
So
or-
very exciting that the obstacle course is confirmed. Apparently I called like everybody's boss, so it took a while for it to get down the chain. And my obsessive texting is like a personal cell phone. Really sealed the deal. So they are coming at 9:30 to set up the obstacle course. That's National
I'm
Guard.
sorry, I have to excuse myself and go upstairs, but if there's anything else you need from me or anything, just reach out. I don't know if you guys have it or not, but people have it, or in my phone.
We know
as
it's
well.
fine.
Yeah.
That's what you got. Right, thanks, guys. Oh, I do. That's what I guess, but yeah, you think, and he originally enlisted at the age of 17. Wow. Yeah. My dad was in World War II, the Pathfinder, so he went on right before D-Day. But then at the end of the war, he went with the Air Force, so he retired as an Air Force major. And then he worked for the Navy and the civilian as a scientist for the rest of his life. So the Marines was the only one he didn't do. So, interesting. All right, thanks, everybody. See you Monday. Yeah, that's amazing.
So, yeah, so we'll save a spot for our guest speaker, so,
Well, I didn't want to block off, so I'm gonna block off that whole. Over here,
over here, yep.
this whole section, and then behind that also, 2, 3, 4 spots, whatever, for the general, right behind.
That Daughters of the American Revolution are not on here, right? either.
No, they just set up here.
Correctly here and set up, so I gave them the same like thing, and I said, to find you or Melissa, or just Melissa from facilities, looking to coordinate, all of that stuff too, so you don't have to. And probably the 300.
Yeah. So, is this just speakers?
You know how to pronounce this.
Yes.
Wisniewski, all right, so, our guest speakers, Brigadier General Kenneth Wisniewski, I'm gonna practice out before me. I spoke to him the other day, sounds like a really nice guy, he was with the, Massachusetts National Guard for many years, and he's just transferred over, I don't know if it was with the promotion, he's now with the New York, National Guard. So he sent a quick bio to me, he said it's kind of long, so just cut it down to what I need, so I'll just put some of the major points I'm gonna introduce him. So he's gonna just be here for the ceremony, and he's looking to do like, probably, 7, 8, 9 minutes or something like that.
I just make it simple. Mike, and then I have Sarah with it, it's kind of cutting it down.
Yep.
So nothing.
So that I don't miss the major stuff, exactly, yep.
You can do that.
We have a cop, okay.
I'm just saying, I think that's probably outside the way it's. He's like, right.
And so I said to him, we try to get a person from the Massachusetts National Guard, which of course he was, and that, if there's someone from Kingston to use that, if not, then, just a local person, and that, just describe the service and let them know they feel like they're, so I just gave them a kind of brand. So, that's all I have on the ceremony. Anybody have anything on the ceremony?
Oh, the monument working group. Said that they will monitor, keeping people off,
Children off the gun.
yes,
Yes.
thank you, keeping kids off the benches.
Okay, very good. Moving on to the cookout, I know that we're gonna do it.
Okay, so as of now, all the food is picked up, it's in the freezer, it's in the deep freezer, over at the council on aging. We did talk to Holly, and we're talking, we're gonna be going down there Friday. I also have the 6 propane tanks in my possession at my house. We'll be bringing that over to the council on aging as well, we keep that over here. The 3 extra coolers out in the brain, we're gonna bring everything here, everything's gonna be here, so that on Monday, it's all here. The morning of, because everything's in the freezer, the morning of, I'm gonna come in earlier, I'm gonna take out all the buns, and hot dog buns and all that, so that they can frost the burgers and stuff like that. I'm gonna put them on frozen. We're gonna start off early enough, so by the time they do a slow cook, it'll be perfectly fine. The cheese, I'll have that early as well. The utensils, the trailer, I believe, is gonna be dropped off Sunday, I'll have to keep it out. So that on Monday morning, I'm also gonna come over early, we'll get the grills and everything set up. On the grill, will be myself and Michael Connell, town administrator, he's always gonna be helping out for whatever I need to do. If you have somebody to come in the hot night, I'm also gonna be bringing the hot dog boiler pot here, so that the one that we have at the station, I usually use the natural night out, so that this way, everything is gonna come from one place, everything's gonna go back to one place, rather than, oh, I borrowed it from here, I borrowed it from there. These are all simple, nice and simple. As of now, I have 11 volunteers. I'm looking, probably gonna look for another 4 or 5, so I have a total of 15. Along with a couple of adults that are just gonna help out with certain things, especially with the hot dog, the hot dog. Thing. I know about parking spots now, I'm all set with that. The cans, which is nothing, I'm gonna take care of all that. I'll be able to have access to the council on aging, so that's not a problem with that. The Lions Club is gonna be bringing the water and taking the ice that day, I believe, and what about chips?
Chips, in my office,
Okay.
so I
Yeah,
will,
we're hungry.
lots of them.
It's lots of them.
So I will bring them over, probably we get, we want to coordinate with you on Friday, we go over to the council on aging, if not, I'm gonna be here Sunday afternoon, and I can figure it out then. Priscilla and Melissa are coming Sunday afternoon, with the table class, and we get 3 balls, which is also,
I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna set up 2 stations. One exclusively for the veterans. I'm gonna have 2 people guiding people left or right. Veterans go to one side so that they can go right to the front of the line. Everybody else can go to the right. If there's no veterans on that are getting food at that time, as people come down one side, we'll just split them off so that everybody gets food and it's one smooth section. If a veteran happens to walk up the line, we just don't split that person up. They get their food. And then we're gonna have a couple of kids that are gonna be, if they're gonna be sitting in the tent, or if they're gonna be sitting under the, under the table and chairs. And I have a couple of kids that are gonna go in there, take their trash away, be one on the hamburger, hot dog, keeper, look like that, like going around basically in and out. I know you guys need water, you want water up top, so what I'll do is I'll bring one of those coolers up to the top, and then at that point, when it's done, everything's set up, and you guys stuff on the back, I'll have those big cooler like that. And we'll set that up, and that's, I think we're in good shape with that. I think that's covering pretty much everything that we missed a little bit last year, but we learned from our,
Do you need, paper plates or napkins?
So that was the other question.
I have a box of paper plates in my office. But I know you wrapped everything.
So everything, I think it was flood and stuff that was.
Well, it was charges, yeah.
So the plates I would like to use for whatever that thing. So that, it doesn't make that, we do that. But otherwise, I was just on the assumption that they're gonna worry about hot dog and their just, they don't remember that. And they have all the waters and drinks at one station, so this way it keeps everybody smoothly on the that.
Napkins.
Not, we'll just bring a couple of napkins there.
Oh, napkins.
I don't know if they're gonna use it, but sometimes we want to think very hard about that. Yeah.
And then I.
I would have known it.
Really don't know.
Yeah.
And then when I asked the schools for the, governor proclamation, I also said if any kids don't already stay, you know, then what they, put out, where we would put the elections, so maybe that's.
Yeah, I mean, I still have, probably a good 6 or 7. So basically, this is gonna be the whole, everybody that's coming, that's volunteering for me is everybody from the high school, freshman, junior varsity, or varsity. basically.
Yeah, and I don't think that I'm trying to see my son, I don't think he's gonna know.
Okay.
But that'd be good.
That's fine, we'll bring it down. I mean, obviously, I'll give everybody, community service. But my son's gonna be here, so he'll be, because he knows everybody's face. He'll be my local contact person. I'll give him a list of who's gonna go where, or what's gonna go filled by who. And let him direct people to where they're gonna go, and then this way I can concentrate on the next what's gonna go on. And then at the end, they all know that they're gonna be picking up any trash, regardless if the stairs have to be full, the chairs that have to be full, you know. They will do everything to help out with the facility and whatever it's gonna be brought back. And then I think I'll have the, one of the fielders. The pickup truck come and just grab the coolers and everything, right from here, and just bring it right up to the station, rather than going to the council and then going to the station. And I'll take care of that for the next day or two. And I think that's it.
And whether it's mid-60s, my homework is good, you get the mountain, like you want. I am just waiting, I think check my wait for confirmation at the very, that we need it. Or if you want to.
For the,
We need it.
oh, yeah, okay, yeah,
Shut it.
yeah, just in case. I need something. Or that's basically just on working as the area folks are on it, so.
Sure. Well, if it's not something you can blame it on me, yeah.
We should have one.
So, anything on cookout?
I'm trying to get a red run. I'm gonna see if you are doing it.
Okay.
The commencement just happened, so they're wrapping up, so we'll see.
Okay.
That's about it. How about the setup on front in the morning?
So, what time is Millicent something, you know?
No,
No?
early,
Okay, so I know, in the past, Priscilla get here about 7. I mean, I am actually working Sunday, so I don't feel Monday morning, I had somebody come in at 7. So I had to come right here at 7, we start, so.
I'll be here soon.
Yeah, so everybody 7:30, we start, everybody else is here, so-
8 a.m.
Okay,
Have it.
she's over the week.
No,
In the flags in the morning, at 7.
She goes on early, does it?
Oh, hi.
So I'm waiting for Brewster.
Yeah.
Nice for Priscilla and I, and her husband, Chris, who, for the way his wife's down. And me and I raced around,
Put it back up.
and
I mean, I have all kids coming like around 10 o'clock, it's probably a little bit too early, I'm looking at the schedule. So I mean, if there's something that needs to be done, but, you know, otherwise I'll just push them to come.
We have it all set up and test our like everything before them, so.
and they, I could
So,
use
yeah,
some help in the back up.
grades,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I'll talk about it.
I could use some help doing the back up.
yes, then it shows up at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Chairs, system, et cetera.
All right, so 8
Couple of
o'clock.
family members are gonna be here and I'll be away for an hour and they'll be wondering where the hell is it? That kind of thing. You know? Among the some. Hopefully, cards and all the other. Easy thing to do.
Remember being something. Earlier than 12, in the food.
I mean, it could go, if the speeches get quick, it could be like children. Right. Right.
Wow. The only thing that I have is I ordered a flower bouquet to be tossed in the, Jones River. It can be picked up off from Kingston Forest on Saturday, so I didn't know if, somebody would be able to do it. I just saw it, you know,
Okay.
so I'm very far away for most of the day on Saturday.
And you were there, when did you?
At Kingston Forest.
It's right across from Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
Is there any idea?
I could probably do that on Saturday, what time?
I don't think that there was a specific time. I think it was like a month. Time in the morning about.
I actually just ordered from them, but, I let people that said if no one can make it, they'll leave it out in the foyer. So. Very flexible.
I'm just waiting on overtime, so I can, at some point I can get it, but.
What are you going for?
I mean,
I can figure it out if no one else can.
No, I can.
No,
Okay,
I can walk in there if I needed to,
right.
but, try to get it to. The law though. Might be heavy.
Then it just needs to be kept in a fridge,
Yeah.
until Monday to make sure that it stays,
I'm gonna do it. I just make a note of it on my phone right there, right now.
If you can't, do it out, email or one or something.
That's the only thing I want, if he has it, what I could do before that.
So that's all we have to put out. I don't have anything under old business, anybody else? And I don't have anything under new business.
The only thing I have in new business is, we started putting flags out yesterday, and we got stopped right at the center.
Oh, yes, thank you.
And we just have left Evergreen Street, just to finish the parade. I don't know what we can do about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know what stops you.
Situation. Getting late.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see if we can find, somebody that wants to flag it. Are all the brackets up? Or did somebody can then?
I think we flipped all the brackets, the ones we had to, I think we just have to just have the flags up.
Okay. Anything else on the business? All right, someone have a motion to, actually, second, if we do a follow-up, what works for them?
I will not be around. Not that.
Over.
From 4th to the 15th time.
Let me school them. 13, right? Anybody going away right away? There's Tuesday the 17th work, I think.
Seventeen.
Tuesday the 17th.
And 17.
Yes. 6 o'clock.
Okay.
All right. So hearing no other business, is there any,
Go adjourn.
second? Second? Okay. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you, everyone.